Hey, J-Bo Nation! Shaming of Jay. He's not a dopey dumb bitch. He gets laid. The court jester. The court DJ. It's time to dive into the case. To the case.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back. I see we already have movement. We love a prompt court. Squaducial. Put up the chat. Hopefully it... Oh, no. The chat is stuck. Hopefully when Botrix wakes up, it will be back on here. I see Mike is on the kick machine. I see Sky Troop is on the kick machine. And Tracy. Thanks for being here, guys. Janet, Charlotte, Perks, Whatcha, Cindy, Catherine. No, that is not me singing the intro. It is Real Black 14 on Twitter. He's hilarious. Check him out. Donnie, Jess, Hospice Jess, Catherine, Mike, Deja, Janet, Sweet Lou, Tina, Carrie 28. Thanks everyone for being here. Cindy, Bobby. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, Botrix has entered. Maybe the chat will work now. Cindy, I'll write you a note. Just let me know. Amy. Christy Marie, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Amy IE, Maui Swift, Bonnie Bailey, Todd, Gambies. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are live, waiting for court to resume. Let me put the ticker back up. Just Mimi. Oh, Tina coming in hot, gifting out a membership to Melissa Del Barker. Thank you so much, Tina, always for your support. Thank you. Welcome, Melissa. Hey, Auntie Lisa. Buddy. Good to see you.
We're going to be buddies. We're going to be pals. We're going to wrestle around.
Capri Sun's out. I guess while we wait, I've brought this up before, but I'll bring it up again. What's up, Sarah? What are we doing? We're waiting. What? I wasn't talking to you, Siri. If you guys notice, I try to make this stream look, it has everything on it. It has a JBN logo. It has a J-Bo Nation logo. It has the thing on the top. The background is different. I put music under my recorded videos. All that is done in an effort for YouTube to realize that this is not reused content. This is all original. I'm making this our own. We're making this our own. This is not someone else's. So if you wonder why I have all this stuff going on, that's one reason. Also, I happen to like the way it looks. Good morning, Katrina. Mom and Dad, thanks for being here. Why am I say good afternoon, I mean. Hey, Rachel. Melissa thanking Tina for the membership. Mom, I don't know if you were here earlier, but Donnie has his own emoji now. We see some movement in the court. Thank you, Cindy. I try to be. Oh, it's morning in Seattle. That works, Katrina. Log home. They have not locked up Wendy yet. Someone should. You know how they have those accounts? Goldie Lucy on Kick. Welcome. You know how they have those accounts? Is today like Ted Danson's birthday on Twitter, and all they do is every day they say, today is not Ted Danson's birthday. Today is not. And then one day it says, today is Ted Danson's birthday or whatever. There's someone should make a Twitter account. Has Wendy Adelson been arrested yet? Like at has Wendy Adelson been arrested or something? And then every day say no. Every day, just one tweet. No, until finally she gets arrested, and that tweet goes viral. Just a thought. Anyone want to guess what I had for lunch? Hey, Nora. Oh, here we go. Not dumplings. Not Chick-fil-A.
Bring the jury in.
Thanks, Goldie Lucy. Hey, Afy. Not Burger King. Jersey Jen. Correct. Samoas. Oh, we got to bring the jury.
You will bring the jury.
That's a good one, Katrina. Arby's. No, here's going to surprise folks. I don't like roast beef particularly. Tell her, Catherine, I had her Samoas. Hey, Sam, I am. Oh, damn it, I forgot what's Medusa's name. I forgot your name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Medusia.
Senator Manning, you may resume with your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe it's coming in now.
Medusia. Mia. Thank you, Jess. Mia. Hi, Mia. Sorry. Medusia Mia. I gotta do the Michael Scott thing. Arby's doesn't have roast beef? We do not have Harvey's, I don't think.
Your Honor, I'm waiting for a disc.
Hello, Fafuki 420 Mama.
Sergeant Duggan,
We got
what
the
you
meats.
believe was with respect to states 60, the box and the contents of the box. Can you just explain again what was inside the bag?
Inside the bag was a long sleeve striped shirt with blood-like staining on it, and a bra, white bra with blood-like staining on it.
I believe it state 61 came in as a full exhibit. Am I correct, Madam Clerk?
60. I don't have 61.
I believe it did. If I may publish it at this time, Your Honor.
Well,
Thank you, Helen.
counsel,
Thanks for being
remember
here,
an
Helen.
objection to state 61.
Hey, Joanne.
I had told counsel I wasn't going to object. I don't know if she officially offered that, the items.
If I didn't, I will now. 61 and 62. And I
State-
believe Your Honor ruled on the box already.
State 61, state 62 admitted as full exhibits.
Thank you.
Hey, Amy.
I'm going to open state 60, Your Honor, if I may publish. Sergeant Duggan. the item that you pulled out of the garbage of Albany and Green on May 30th, 2019?
It is.
Now, with respect to, first of all, what is it?
That's a bra.
The back of the bra is collapsed. Was it like that in the condition when you found it?
That's exactly how we found it.
And with respect to
Helen Steiner. Thank you so much for the super chat, Helen. You are too kind. Thank you so much.
the front of the bra, is there a cut going down the middle of it?
There is.
Approximately where, please?
Right in the center of the bra.
If I may just, if you can, sir, if you could point out. And would that be a little off center on the left side, over the left breast area?
Yes.
Did this also go to the lab?
It did.
If you can, if we can just sort of reference states 42. And what photograph?
35.
35? Okay. And there is one more, I believe.
36.
36, thank you. And does the 36 behind you show that cut as well?
Yes.
Thank you. State 61, Your Honor, if I may publish.
Yes.
Thank you. Sir, if you could take a look at the screen behind you. Is that a photograph of the shirt that you took out of the garbage on May 30th, 2019?
It is.
Is that the back or the front?
I believe that's the back.
If, do you wish to say? You can continue.
The front was cut.
The front was cut. Show the next picture, please. Thank you. Yes. What number is that?
That's 38.
38, please. Sir, is that the front?
It is.
I'm going to show you. State 61, I believe. May, sir, can you please point to where the shirt is cut?
It's almost right down the center of the shirt.
Are there any buttons or zippers on the shirt?
No.
So,
Thanks.
and what is the brand?
It's a Vineyard Vine shirt.
And over here, there's some marking. What is that?
There's a defect in the shirt.
Are you talking about the hole?
Yeah.
And did this go to the lab?
It did.
Now there are letters here, EDSFTG. Do you know what that stands for?
Yes, it's a Vineyard Vine slogan for every day should feel this good.
So this is a dumb question. Could that hole have been a bullet? Could that have been a bullet hole?
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Thank you.
Oh god! Here we go, folks. Here we go. This jabroni.
I want to ask you to look at a couple of images, if I may, from folder 2 on exhibit. I think it's exhibit 42. 40. No, I think it's 42. Yeah. Could you call up, please, folder 2, exhibit, or photo 5, please?
Today, Junior?
Detective, this is the trash that you said you obtained from a receptacle that, let's be clear, it was at Albany and Adams Street, not Albany and Blue Hills, correct?
Correct.
Was in this condition when you obtained it, right? That is, it was jumbled together like this?
Yes,
It was not in a black garbage bag, right?
it was not.
And so you see in this image a Subway sandwich bag. You see that up in the right-hand corner of this trash. You see that, right?
I do.
And that was just one of the items that you found in this particular receptacle, loose in that receptacle, right?
Yes.
You agree that, how did you get all these things out of the receptacle? That is, did you pick them up individually? Did you dump them? Did you have everything scooped out? How did that happen?
There were 3 of us. So
And-
one held the trash bag open, and the other 2 picked up the trash bin and poured the bin into our bag.
And if you would just go to the same folder, number 1, photograph 1. Here we have Scott's Jamaican Bakery with the green and yellow awning in the background, correct?
Correct.
And this is, I just want to be clear, the items that we were just looking at came out of the receptacle that's in the foreground of photo 1 from folder 2, correct?
Correct.
You agree that when you dumped everything from that bag, whatever was in there sort of mixed together, correct?
Correct.
It wasn't even necessarily in that order the way you laid it out. It's just you collected it all and spread it. Is that right?
Correct.
You did not test yourself for any DNA, correct?
No.
You did not test for any fingerprints
No.
yourself in the garbage?
Nope.
And you didn't participate in anything that was done at the state lab
No.
once it was sent there, right?
No.
But you collected it, you had it turned over to somewhere in the state police evidence log, correct?
Correct.
And then whatever happened to it before it was brought in here today, you were not involved in that, correct?
I was not.
Could I ask for, in the same exhibit, would you go to folder 3, photo 25, please? Now we're showing you the, these are the garbage bags that you described. This is the condition in which you found them on that date, correct?
Correct.
And did you mark it as 502K, or did somebody else do that?
I did.
So everything that came out of that bag had a number 502 on it, right?
Yes.
And then if you broke it up into certain additional items, you then gave it a letter after the 502, right?
Correct.
But you didn't give a letter to everything that came out of the bin that you marked as 502, did you?
No.
Just certain items, correct?
Just certain items.
And there's one picture I wanted to ask you about, if I may. You said you sent one of the items to an agricultural station. Do you remember saying that?
I do.
Let me just see if I can find which one that is to have it called up. That's not it. Ask the court to bear with me for a minute.
Yes.
I thought I'd written down the correct number, but I apparently did not.
I always feel good when another adult male doesn't know how to tie a
Just
tie.
have a moment with my,
This should be higher up. This happens to me sometimes if I don't do it correctly. There's like a space there or he just hasn't tightened it in a while.
In that same folder 3, number 28, if you would just look at that image, that was a material that said looked like some kind of leafy vine material with looked like some kind of plant-like substance, right?
Correct.
You said you sent it to some agricultural laboratory in New Haven.
Correct.
Did you do anything else with that material after that?
No.
And going back to folder 3, photograph 25, please. Is this this is the way in which you found that bag after it was removed from, I believe it was from, was it Albany and Green Streets?
Yes.
And as you indicated, you didn't know that there were a couple of small items that might have been inside it at the time, right?
No.
You didn't inspect it other than take a picture of it, spread it out on the brown paper, and take a picture, correct?
Correct.
You didn't, for this item, you didn't do any kind of fingerprinting as well, did you?
I did not, no.
Or any kind of DNA work on it at all?
No.
And so that we're clear, because we've seen the image themselves, these black bags there were various black bags that you were shown today, is that correct?
Correct.
Some of them are these small store bags, and some of them were larger, correct?
Correct.
Were the black bags, were they opaque?
I'm sorry?
Opaque, meaning you couldn't see through them.
No, you could not.
There were white bags that you collected, correct?
Correct.
Some of those white garbage bags did have items that you could see a little bit through, right?
Correct.
And there were also some clear plastic bags that had trash items in them as well, correct?
Correct.
And you didn't distinguish between any of those, correct?
As far as
Well, between the items within those bags.
they were inspected.
Right, but what I'm saying is you inspected those, you opened up those bags and spread them out, correct?
Correct.
Whether they were from a black bag, right?
Yes.
Whether they were from a white garbage bag,
Correct.
whether they were in a clear plastic bag,
Correct.
whether they were tied together, right?
I don't believe any of the others were tied together.
Well, the one we just saw, it looked like they were somehow attached together, right?
Yes.
So whether they were attached together or whether they were separate, right?
Right.
And when you opened, well, many of them were already ripped open, correct?
Correct.
And so when you emptied the various receptacles, did you do it the same way, or did you dump them into a large garbage bag or contractor's black bag that you provided or the state police provided?
Yes.
And you did not seek at that point to separate out individual items before throwing them or dumping them into the garbage bag, correct?
Correct.
So while you were dumping, some of those items did come in contact with each other, correct?
Correct.
And you couldn't tell us today which ones touched and which ones didn't, right?
No.
So here's the thing about this guy. First of all, and I've talked about this before, like where is he going with this? No one's going to believe that those clothes weren't Jennifer's and that they weren't bloodied up and that they weren't disposed of by Fotis and Michelle. No one's not going to believe that. That's one thing. Like, I don't care what he tries to do. But the second thing is, and I think that we generally, our group here has a good gauge on juries, and we're all annoyed as hell by this defense attorney. And I'm going to bet money that the jury is as well.
In fact, the way you could tell what was in any black garbage bags was only by opening them, right?
Correct.
All right, if he's trying to say contaminated, but like, what does that get for us? It's still Michelle's still
Just have another
involved,
moment, Judge.
Yes.
and Fotis is still involved, and it was like, I don't like, even if like how, I don't know.
Those clear ponchos that didn't look clear anymore, right? Those were they loose or were they in one of the garbage bags that you opened?
Those were loose.
When we saw them, they were quite dark and gray and whatnot, correct?
Today?
Today, when they should.
Yes.
Okay, and that's, as far as from your experience, did that have anything to do with the fact that they had been coated with some kind of fingerprint powder?
Yes.
But when you first got them, except for anything that might have gotten on them, the actual material was like a clear plastic. Right?
It was.
And that was with a kind of, they're called poncho, but those are the kind of inexpensive cellophane ponchos that you might get, they might give out at a football or baseball game, right?
Yes.
That's all I have, thank you.
Well, that wasn't too bad
Nothing further. Thank
for
you.
him.
Sergeant Duggan, you may step down.
Thank you.
If you could please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Please state your name and spell it for the record.
Krista O'Reilly, Krista O'Reilly.
Detective, you may be seated.
Detective O'Reilly. O'Reilly.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. By whom are you employed?
The city of Hartford, specifically the Hartford Police Department.
Are you a police officer?
No.
Okay, in what capacity are you employed by the Hartford Police Department?
I'm a crime analyst in their real-time crime center.
Is that real-time crime center also called C4?
It is.
How long have you worked at C4?
For 6 years.
And can you just explain briefly what an analyst is?
We provide investigative support to both patrol and the detectives within the department.
Could you, in what way?
We have the capabilities through technology and our training to provide support through video forensics, cell phone forensics, DVR forensics, basically a bunch of different types of technology.
And as an analyst, can you briefly describe some of your training and experience?
Sure. I have intel training through the military, as well as going through a crime analyst class in the military as well. During my time at Hartford PD, I was trained through DVR forensics, cell phone forensics, cell phone mapping, and that's it.
And you mentioned the military. What branch of the military did you serve?
The Army Guard.
And I'm going to draw your attention to the time period of end of May, beginning of June 2019. Were you working at C4 during that time period?
I was.
And in the course of what was your job at C4 during that time?
Crime analyst.
Did you review any third-party videos for in the investigation to the disappearance of Jennifer Farber-Dulos?
We did.
And
I did.
With respect to third-party videos, what does that mean?
So part of our job also, we've got city cameras that we have access to. We also will go out during any type of incident to pull video from, whether it be a storefront or a residence. They have their own personal video cameras, or the store's got their cameras. So that would be what we consider third-party video. We also have the ability to request video through other means, such as the buses in our city. They're equipped with about 6 cameras.
Oh boy.
With respect to the
More video
bus transit
footage.
system in Hartford, did they have video surveillance on their buses?
They do.
And did you request any video off of that bus?
I did.
Bus
Why did
video
you do that?
footage.
So there was a point in time where we were tracking the truck coming down Albany Ave, eastbound. It turns southbound on a Milford Street, and then we don't see it resurface to Albany Ave again until on our cameras at Albany Garden. So there's a point in time, 5 or so minutes, that we don't have view of the truck. So we were using all other means to figure out what the route of the truck was. So we thought of the buses. It's a common practice in our office. So we sent out a request to CT Transit for the time frame, figured out what kind of buses, what bus numbers were in the area, and put the request through them.
Now, did you review any of the video from C4 of the Ford Raptor on Albany Avenue?
I did.
Did you review, well, what day did you review that?
We reviewed it, I believe, on May 29th. And then I sent the request to CT Transit on June 3rd for the bus video.
And in your review of the Ford Raptor on Albany Avenue, did you watch the vehicle on Albany Avenue turn onto Milford Street?
I did.
And what about Albany Avenue around Garden Street?
Yes, we see it again.
And Albany Avenue around Green Street?
Yes.
And Albany Avenue around Adams Street?
Yes.
And were you asked to create a map showing those stops?
I was. It was created to help the detectives that were going out to search the garbage cans, figure out a better area, and also potentially look for more third-party video.
If I may approach your honor.
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for ID as state 64. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the map that I created.
And when you say map, how did you create it?
So I was given the map, the foreground part of the map, by our mapping professional in our office. He's got the ability to map out the garbage can locations in the city, as well as he was the one that was able to put the arrows that you could see on there, the route that we determined that the truck took. And then so once I got that base layer from him, I put screenshots of the truck as well as timestamps to help the detectives, like I said, search the area that was unknown of the route. I thought the timestamps would help for pulling video potentially. If the truck was found to be coming northbound back on Albany Ave, having a timestamp would make it easier to pull video.
And with respect to the screenshots, how did you create them?
I just took snippets from our city cameras.
With respect to, I apologize, 64, the shaded area in the middle.
Yep.
What is that supposed to do?
So the shaded area is the area that is basically the unknown area. It shows any particular route that the truck could have taken to get back to Albany Ave. We lose it out of our city camera view from the Albany Blue Hills camera when the truck turns south on Milford Street. And then we don't see it again until our camera at Albany Garden, but it was unknown how the truck got back to Albany Ave at that time.
And did you create this to assist in describing the route?
Yes, describing the route and to locate additional garbage cans that might have been used, as well as pulling additional video to help support it.
I would offer it, Your Honor. May I inquire? Do you have any objection?
No objection. State 64 admitted as a full exhibit.
Thank you. No, Your Honor.
64.
64. Can I inquire, Your Honor? I'm switching now to the Elmo, and I am going to press the wrong button.
Elbow.
Do you know which one it is?
Dug on the Elmo.
All right. Well, I'm going to publish that after, Your Honor, if I can move on.
Yes.
Thank you. With respect to, you mentioned third-party videos and the bus video. How many bus videos did you receive?
I received 3.
And was there a specific time that you were requesting?
Yes, it was the time frame that we had lost the truck out of view.
Which was, do you recall what that was?
Not the exact time frame, no.
When you got the video for the bus, did you watch the bus video in its entirety?
I did. I watched all 3 videos in its entirety.
Does C4 have that brief cam capabilities?
Yes.
Briefly, can you describe what brief cam is?
Brief cam takes a long period of video and condenses it into a shorter time frame. It overlays what's going on with different timestamps, so it allows you to watch a long period of video in a short time frame, and then also to sort it. So you can sort out all the people, you can sort out the vehicles, you can sort by color. It makes reviewing video a lot quicker and easier.
Did you utilize brief cam in this instance with the bus video?
Not for the bus video, no.
So how did you watch it?
We have the bus video, the player that the bus video can play on. It's called Seon. Because it's such a common practice to use the CT Transit bus video, we just have the player installed right in our computers.
And did you watch it on CNET at the C4?
Yes.
Now, you indicate you got 3 buses. Do you know which buses that you received?
I know the one that we utilized.
Okay, well, out of the 3, how many did you utilize?
Just one.
Okay, which was the one that you utilized?
1735.
And when you say utilize, what do you mean?
It was the only one where we were able to see the the truck in question.
I'm going to show you, well, if I may just have a moment, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, if I can, Your Honor, 65, no objection.
State 65 admitted as a full exhibit.
There you go. Thank you.
Now, with respect to the video, I'm going to stop it there.
Where did the truck, the Ford Raptor, appear on the bus video?
It was on the right-hand side, so the passenger side of the vehicle.
And was the bus traveling at the time?
Yes, the bus was traveling eastbound.
Okay, I'm gonna have you take a look behind you. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
What is it?
It's 1735 on Albany Ave.
And is that the bus video that you watched that day?
Yes.
At what point on Albany Ave does it pick up the Ford Raptor?
The Ford Raptor was stopped at Albany and Cabot.
Was there any, well, if I can, I'm just gonna hit play. Ma'am, did we just see the Ford Raptor?
Yes.
Stopped at Albany and Cabot? I'm gonna actually go back. Do you see an individual in the back of the car as well?
Yes.
And what does it appear to be doing?
Objection to what he appears to. Again, jury has seen this now multiple times. This.
Well, just the grounds, counsel. Just the grounds.
Opinion,
Well, it's speculation.
speculation.
If I may. continue, Your Honor.
I mean, that's pretty funny. Judge is like, all right, you're objecting, but what grounds? And then Doofus is like, opinion. And then he's like, no, dummy, it's speculation, you idiot.
Sustained.
Thank you. Now, where is this location?
It's just east of Albany and Cabot on the south curb line.
Okay. And do you see that vehicle on any more of the bus video?
No, that was the only bus video that had it.
And yeah, if I may just take one more opportunity to try that video. If not, Your Honor, if I may, Madam Clerk, see Exhibit 33. No. Okay. Can we get back to here?
Yeah, just that one.
See? All right, our technical difficulties are solved. If I can, Your Honor.
Publicly Buzz, yes, is doing Nick Hogan, Hulk Hogan's son. I have the portal set up when we end the stream. Everyone will be going to it.
Behind you, and just pointing out where the vehicle first appears on the map, time-wise.
So this is the first time frame that we see the vehicle. It's coming east on Albany Ave, and then this is a flip of it turning south on Milford. So this would be east on Albany Ave, and then south, the blue line is showing the route down Milford.
What about the shaded area? Is this the shaded area you were talking about before?
Yes, this is the shaded area. So if the truck was traveling south here, this is Homestead Avenue, and then we don't see the truck again until this little yellow dot shows our camera Albany Garden. So we can see it in a distance by this next street, which I believe is Urban Street. So that's why I kind of stopped the cutoff of the unknown area there. But this basically shows the shaded area of where the truck, these are a bunch of one-way streets. So we don't know exactly which way the truck went at that point.
And the bus video that we just saw, did you get that after or before you made this map?
I got that after I made the map.
Is the spot that the car was seen on the bus video depicted in that map?
It's not.
Where would it
would
be?
be on the map, it's not.
Where would it be if it was? And what street is that?
Albany Ave.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
Quick witness, quick witness. Does this jabroni got to say something now? Come on, sir. What could you possibly have to say? It's okay to say you don't have any questions, dude. It's okay.
Could you just pull up Exhibit 64, please?
Here we go.
This one. So, as I understand it, this shows just the area where you caught the videos of the Ford Raptor, correct?
This shows the stops that we saw on our camera of the Raptor, yes.
Well, when you say stop, so for example, south on Milford Street, picture down in the left-hand bottom, that's just driving, right?
Correct. It's from the same camera view as the picture above it.
But you said that these were just the stops. It's not a stop, is it?
No, it's not a stop.
And the same thing with east on Albany Avenue, just above that. It's not a stop. That's just the camera captured the vehicle traveling, right?
Correct.
So as I understand, you on this image, let me just if you look at, can you see my marking?
Yes.
All right. So this is Albany Avenue traveling along here, correct?
Yes.
And you're from you don't live in Hartford,
No.
do you? But you've worked there for how long in Hartford?
6 years.
And you're familiar with the city of Hartford, right?
Yes.
And you're familiar with Albany Avenue, Route 44, right?
Yes.
So if we travel just down here, we get to the Dunkin' Donuts Stadium where the Yard Goats baseball team plays, right?
Yes.
And if we go in the other direction, up towards the left upper corner of this image, we get to right about here is West Hartford, right? Just past the cameras.
A little bit further, but yes.
Yeah, and then just below this image here that you marked as 1932-01 East on Albany Avenue, there's a blue line that then is behind this image, and it continues down here. That's the Park River, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you know there's a little river that separates Hartford from West Hartford, right?
Yes.
And then right up in this area, that's where the University of Hartford is, correct?
I believe so.
All right,
Not really familiar
I want
with
you to
it.
guess, but you know, part of the campus is in Hartford and part is in West Hartford, right? That's right on the line, right?
Yes.
And then if you continue just about a half a mile off this image, you're in Bishop's Corner in West Hartford, right?
I don't know if it's a half mile, but yes, it's over there.
All right, it's about 5 minutes to that location, right? Depending on traffic, right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where there's like shopping, there's gas stations, right? You got
Yes.
it.
Sorry.
And there's that's where the Starbucks is too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I'm looking at this image here, let's go back to just the image here. You indicated that you saw the vehicle as you were looking at it.
Helen B. becoming a beau. Thank you so much, Helen. And thank you for the kind words. We're so glad to have you here. Thank you. Capri Sun's in the chat for Helen.
Turn down this street right here, right?
No, that was the cutoff. So it turns south on Milford where the blue arrow goes down.
Over here, right?
Just one east of that.
Yeah, is there a reason then that you drew a line here?
Because it's a shopping plaza, so there was no road to travel.
Fair enough. So, but in any event, you saw the vehicle go down this street, what street did you indicate that was here?
Milford Street.
And although you didn't look at any cameras along this street, this is Homestead Avenue in Hartford, right?
Correct.
And it runs basically parallel to Route 44, right?
Correct.
And if you go in this direction, it actually intersects with Albany Avenue right near the West Hartford line, right?
Yes.
And then this direction, it remains parallel, goes down towards I-84 and downtown, right?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Although there are no public, that is, city cameras on Homestead Avenue, are you aware of whether or not there were private businesses that had cameras along this stretch here?
There are. I'm aware of a gas station at the corner of Woodland and Homestead that I know has a camera.
You didn't include any of that imagery, or you didn't try to include any?
We didn't, our office didn't go pull video from there.
Okay. Now, I'm going to just call up, and I'm going to do this by using the, let's make sure this is actually going to work. I'm going to plug in from exhibit the transit video, bus 65.
How is he
And
going to
before
drag this
I do
out?
that,
This is so stupid.
Actually, could you just put that image back up that we just had up there?
Oh, we've seen this image from 1,000 different cameras.
That's
what is he going to prove right
exhibit
now?
64.
He's
Would
just
you,
talking to hear his
zoom
stupid idiot
in on the
voice.
top image here.
What is this doing?
Now this, you indicated, was, according to your diagram, westbound Albany and Adams Street, correct?
Correct.
And the individual you see in this, in the image, without getting into any specifics of it, there's a white shirt on that individual near the trash receptacle, correct?
Yes.
And then I'll just note, there's some kind of a logo on the back of that shirt, correct?
Yes.
Now, the reason I'm asking you that is I'm going to show you what was taken from the bus video. See if it'll automatically, magically switch to that. Okay. Do you see any logo on the back of this individual who's walking towards the trash receptacle?
In the still image, no.
So as you're sitting here today, I also will note that there's some kind of a, on this particular truck, Oh, it won't work without. Got it. Okay. This truck doesn't have any rims on that black pickup truck, does it?
It appears black.
And it also has some kind of a cover over the back rear window, correct?
Over the rear window?
Yeah, there's some kind of a rack or something towards the top of that truck, the cab of the truck, right?
That could easily be a reflection of the bus.
But you don't
I
know
can't.
that,
I
right?
wouldn't determine that to be. I can't determine what that is.
All right, and you see there's a woman walking along with there's a person walking along above where the individual in the white shirt is walking towards a trash receptacle. You see somebody carrying what looks like a bag, red bag, right?
Yes.
This is just for the record. This is at 0008 seconds of exhibit 65, and this is from bus 1735, right?
Yes.
So, and the time that is indicated on this is 19:35 p.m., right?
Yes.
So, in the absence of a logo on the back of this shirt, you can't be certain this is even the same truck or the same person as in the other pictures, can you?
It's a still image of a video.
Right.
You can't determine that it's not the same shirt. You can't determine that it is the same shirt, I would say.
All right, thank you. No further questions.
If I may, just on that, do you recall that photograph or that still image that Attorney Schohorn pulled up
From the bus?
Was that person also missing an arm in that still image?
I don't recall, but.
And when a vehicle is moving on a city street, say a bus, it's traveling quickly, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when you freeze frame it, are you going to get every single pixel that's appeared on an image?
Objection.
Well, now the question goes to the technical capacity of identifying an image from a moving vehicle, and we do not know the speed at which the vehicle
I'll
is
withdraw
traveling.
it, Your Honor. I have no further questions. Thank you.
So it's sustained. Is there any redirect?
No, oh, no, Your Honor, sorry. It would have been recrossed, but no.
So O'Reilly, you may step down.
Thank you. My next witness, Your Honor, is Steve Soares.
Steve Soares. Steve Soares.
And sincerely, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God, or upon penalty of perjury?
Yes, I swear.
Oh, look, it's Mark Zuckerberg.
Steve Soares, Soares.
Soares?
I'm a retired detective with the Connecticut State Police.
Detective, you may be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Detective Mark Zuckerberg. Look at him. This guy is goofy. This is a goofy gentleman. What's up, K-Bo? Hi, Linda. His tie is better fitted. Good call, Sky Troop. Look at him. He's got this goofy smile on him. What is this guy? He does look nice and friendly. Resting retirement face. Nice, Funkarella. That is a retired man who doesn't have to work, has a nice pension.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Briefly, if you can explain, please, who are you employed by?
I'm retired from the Connecticut State Police
And how long have you been retired?
since April of 2022.
And when you were employed by the Connecticut State Police, did you have a specific assignment?
Yes, I did.
What was that assignment?
I was a detective for the Central District Major Crime Squad
How long were you a detective with the Central District Major Crimes?
from approximately May of 2013 up until my retirement in April of 2022.
I'm going to draw your attention specifically to May 30th of 2019. Were you a detective with Central District Major Crimes during that time period?
Yes, I was.
Okay, if you could briefly just explain to the jury some of your duties and responsibilities, as well as your training and experience.
Okay, so some of my duties and responsibilities, just we would go out and investigate different crime scenes of more serious nature. We would also be responsible for crime scene documentation, mapping, photographs, evidence collection, testifying cases, and that's some of the duties we would do, interviewing victim suspects.
Thank you. I'm going to draw your attention to May 30th of 2019. Were you working that day as a Central District Major Crimes?
Yes, I was.
And did you have a assignment to go to a, well, I'll withdraw that. What was your assignment that day?
So that day I was assigned to go to a route floor quick stop in Farmington to look for some video surveillance.
And what was the, were you aware of the investigation into the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos?
Yes, I was aware of that.
Okay. And was this a request in relation to that?
Yes, I was told that it was in relation to this case, correct?
Now, were you given that specific address to go to, or did you go and find that address on your own?
I was told to go to that specific address.
And around what time did you go?
I don't recall exactly what time, but I have my report. I'd probably be able to a little bit more accurate with times at that point.
Well, let me ask you this briefly, sir. What was the purpose of going there?
To obtain any video surveillance, we were given some vehicles that Photo Stool was registered to him to see if we can see any of those vehicles driving by those areas at particular times.
What was the vehicle?
So it was a Ford F-150 Raptor, color black.
And were there any other vehicles you were told to look for?
Also a Chevrolet Suburban black.
And you were also given a time and a day to look for?
Yes.
What was that?
So that was on May 24th, between approximately 7 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock.
Did you go to the Route 4, I guess, what's the name of the company?
I think it's Route 4 Quick Stop, to the best of my recollection.
Did you go to the Route 4 Quick Stop?
Yes, I did.
And did you review any video surveillance from that area?
Yes, I did.
Is that video surveillance, well, strike that. Did you watch that on scene?
So we do watch part of it on scene, just to see if we see what we're kind of looking for, if time allows. Yes, that one I did watch part of it on scene.
Was the video motion activated or continuous?
Continuous.
Was the time accurate?
That time was yes, it was accurate.
What's the state's intention, Your Honor, to offer 66? Can you do the note first? If I can, Your Honor, there's one photo on 66 that I believe can be shown by agreement.
This guy is so happy.
So I'm gonna have you take a look at the screen behind you, okay? Sir, do you see that map depicted behind you?
Yes, I do.
Is the area or the place that you went to that day on May 30th depicted in that map?
Yes, it is.
If you wouldn't mind, sir, please getting up and pointing to where it is. What town is that in?
That is in Farmington.
What type of establishment is the Route 4 Quick Stop?
It's a little, it's a gas station with like a little mini mart inside for snacks.
It had video cameras?
It did, yes.
What, I guess, camera angle did the video cameras portray?
So they have multiple angles, but we were focused mainly, where you could see the entrance and exit and the main road before that travels past that area.
If you could please map out what Route 4 is.
So it's right along there. It continues from Farmington into Westbury. It's Farmington Avenue.
Also called Farmington Avenue?
Yes, it's also called Farmington Avenue.
Okay. And when you arrived on scene, did you review the video there, or did you download it and take it back?
So a combination of both. So we did review some of the video there, and we did see it had evidentiary value, so then we do seize it.
When you say evidentiary value, what do you mean?
Well, we found something that we were looking for.
What did you find?
Well, we did see the black Ford F-150 Raptor drive by on May 24th.
What time did you see that vehicle drive by?
To the best of my recollection, I want to say probably approximately 7:13 p.m.
Did you then seize that video?
Yes.
And did you log it into evidence or give
Yes.
it to the?
Logged into evidence.
Okay, you can have a seat, sir.
Thank you.
And this is specifically with respect solely to May 24th.
May 24th, correct.
And then that's the state's intention to offer it. I can put the.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No objection.
If I can, Your Honor, I would.
All right, you
That
miss
time
MJ
can
too. All right,
turn your
Gary. All
attention to the
right.
screen.
What's the exhibit number, please?
It is 66, Your Honor.
States 66 admitted as a full exhibit.
Gary, calm down. Don't let this get to your head.
It looks like there's a, I'm utilizing a player, Your Honor, if I may just have one moment. Screen behind you. Sir, do you see the screen behind you?
Yes, I do.
Is this the video that you watched and obtained from Route 4 Quick Stop?
Yes, it is. And that was the vehicle that just went by.
And what time did that vehicle go by at?
1913 or 713.
Is that the vehicle that you
Correct.
stated was evidentiary value?
Correct. Yep, the top of the screen, traveling from right to left, black pickup truck.
By the way, you don't know who was driving or anything
That I
else?
could not identify who was driving it. No.
Okay, and you had, at this point, did you have any substantial role in the investigation into Jennifer Farber-Dulos' disappearance?
No, it was an assist. At this
What do you
point.
mean when you say an assist?
Western District Major Crime was handling most of the investigation where it occurred, and then when information was developed that some stuff may be up in our area, that's when we helped out in assisting in whatever, however we could in that particular area.
And is that why you went to the
Correct.
Quick
Yep,
Stop
that would
that
fall
day?
under our jurisdiction geographically.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Did you go anywhere else?
Yes, I did.
And well, I should say, did you go anywhere else to review or obtain video surveillance?
Yes, I did.
And where did you go?
I also went to Crown Market on Albany Avenue in West Hartford.
Yeah, I definitely see John Totoro. Good call, Sweet Lou. I see he's like a
Did you go to a
Zuckerberg
third place as
Totoro.
well?
Yes, I did.
What was the third place?
That was the Chrysalis Center
It's
on Homestead.
Zuckerberg and John Totoro combined.
If I may have a moment, Your Honor. If I may just official clerk, Your Honor.
Yes.
Good call by Blair, who says, I like how the prosecution has modified her questions to avoid defense coming in to nitpick technicalities. I've noticed that as well, and I like it too.
All right, sir, where did you go first? The Crown Market or Chrysalis Center?
Crown Market first.
Okay, let's talk about the Crown Market. What type of place or area is Crown Market?
It's in a busy area. It's a supermarket located in a little plaza next to Starbucks.
And what town is that in?
West Hartford, if I'm not, I believe.
We just saw the Route 4 Quick Stop.
Correct.
In that map, do you recall that map that was up on the screen?
Yes, yes.
Which direction would the Crown Market be?
So you'd have to go west and then north a little bit.
What day did you go?
I went June 3rd, to the best of my recollection.
What information had you received prior to going to that address?
Just the same information as before, looking for the black Ford F-150 Raptor pickup truck during certain time frames.
Okay, I'm going to show you, if you can, the screen behind you. This is the same map you just saw on the other side.
Snap back to reality.
Or the other side, I should say, with respect to the Route 4 Quick Stop. Is the Crown Market area depicted on that screen?
Yes, it is.
Where, if you wouldn't mind, if Your Honor, you can get up.
Up top, and then right around up here.
And is that a plaza?
It is a plaza. There's like a pretty big intersection there, which is North Main Street and Albany Avenue.
Says Whole Foods Market. Is that one of the markets or?
Something in that area, correct?
Okay. Now, this road here, are we still on Route 4,
No,
Farmington
it's
Avenue?
Route 44 now, Albany Avenue.
All right. And what day did you go there?
June 3rd.
Were you given a specific time period you wish to review?
Yes, we were in approximately the same time frame, about 7 to 9 o'clock.
Were you able to review the video on scene?
Yes, that one I was also able to review on.
Was the time accurate?
Now that, according to the cameras, it was 4 minutes fast.
How did you determine that?
So we look at we go to a live shot of how the video surveillance is recording, and then we look at our phone, which is, an iPhone or Android is always accurate. So we basically differentiate the time difference. So that time their recordings were 4 minutes faster than real time. So we call it.
How many cameras were contained within the Crown Market Plaza?
There was quite a few, but at least, 3 that view different angles of the place, 2 or 3. Exterior cameras. There's a lot more inside, but yeah.
Were you only looking at the exterior cameras?
At this time, we were looking for a vehicle, so yeah, we were looking at exterior cameras.
Did you, at that time, go into any of the stores or areas or buildings, that are in that
point,
area?
no, just we focused on that one. We saw that they had cameras, and we went in to talk to them, correct?
Are there any other restaurants or, we see the Whole Foods sign.
Yeah.
Any other buildings and businesses, is the
So
word.
Starbucks is also in that same exact plaza. It's right next door to it. Across the street, there's like a pet supply place, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly.
Did you go into any of those stores or businesses to determine if there were cameras?
We did at some point. We went through a couple of them. Just sometimes people aren't there, managers or otherwise. So sometimes it's followed up by another detective.
On this day in particular?
Yes.
What day was it?
June 3rd.
On June 3rd, did you go into any of those other businesses?
I don't recall on that day, but I remember going into the Crown Market specifically.
Did you obtain video from Crown Market?
Yes, I did.
What video was that?
So that was the video. You can see the parking lot towards Albany Avenue, Route 44.
Two more likes to 100. 2 more likes. And Babe just said she hadn't liked it. Mods, please block Mindful Crime Couture.
By Meyer, on our state's offering 68. I can go further, but I'm just wondering from council if that is going to be necessary or if we
I
can.
just want to inquire with council for a second.
104. There we go. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, I don't object.
So which exhibit number, please?
This is now 68, Your Honor.
State 68 admitted as a full exhibit.
Thank you. Sir, I'm going to show you, if you could look at the screen behind you. Sir, what does that depict?
So this is the Crown Market on your right-hand side. Starbucks would be to your left, and that's the parking lot that you come in and out of. And that's the street. You can see traffic is Albany Avenue, west to east from left to right.
So if you're traveling towards the
this
right,
way, you're traveling into Hartford westbound.
and if you're traveling the other,
You're going back towards Farmington eastbound.
do you see that, or did you see that Ford Raptor appear on this screen?
Yes,
At what time?
at 19:31 hours.
Now, you indicated this was 4 minutes fast.
Correct.
But it would be the real time.
So 4 minutes, 19:27, so 7:27 real time.
Now, where does the vehicle appear on the screen, sir?
You can see it just drive by pretty quickly at the top of the screen there on the road. right there.
Same question, by the way. You don't know who was driving or
No, I
anything
cannot
else?
see who's in the vehicle in the video.
Is there another camera as well?
Yes,
There
folks.
is,
Just
correct. It's
to be clear, whatever
And
ads you
what
get,
does this depict?
I have
It's
nothing
also
to do
the
with them.
Parking lot.
I am not in
The
control of
main
them.
parking lot where this, it's like a little alcove that goes in this way. Entrance to the store and the storefront for Starbucks as well.
Starbucks would be down that upper
Would
left-hand
be
side.
up here, you kind of tuck in and to the left towards the road.
And the time conveyed on this scene, please.
All right, block
19:31.
Charlotte now.
So if it's 4 minutes past, what's the real time?
19:27, 7:27 p.m.
Does the Ford Raptor appear on the screen?
I believe I can see it correct going by as well. Right there.
And it's pretty far off you,
Correct.
but did you see any other vehicles that match that description from this camera?
No, none that were, it's a pretty specific vehicle.
And with, do you see that vehicle again?
I do, actually pulling into the parking lot.
What time is this, please?
19:58 hours,
And what time would that be real time?
7:54 in the evening.
Did you see this truck over on the left side?
Yes,
If you recall, we saw that camera angle from the other angle.
correct.
Are you still able to see anything past utilizing that camera at this time?
No, the truck box basically blocks the whole view of that other camera.
Do you see the Ford Raptor at this point?
Yes,
Where's,
well,
I will play it.
yeah. It's now pulling into the parking lot. And you can see it in between the truck and the box coming in towards Starbucks.
Your Honor, it is 3:15. This would be a good point to stop.
Thank you. What we will do, ladies and gentlemen, is take the afternoon recess until 3:35. Please do not discuss the case.
Judge is taking a little bit longer breaks this today.
All rise. This honorable street court now stands in recess until 3:35.
I will say this: while I don't control the ads that go out, and I know I saw Joanne was saying, and some folks are getting political ads. I will say I can't control that, but what we can control is for folks who are new to the channel. We don't talk politics in here. We keep it respectful. We don't talk religion. We don't talk politics. We talk about the case. Donnie, we talk about Donnie. We talk about a lot of things, but we try to always keep it respectful. And, if you're looking for a place where you don't have to deal with that, which is going to be, you guys know, that's just going to be amping up I know not everyone here is from the States, but if you are in the States, that's just going to amp up every day, getting closer to November. So I'm glad we have kept this as a place to, where you don't have to worry about that from either side. So, and we'll continue to keep it that way. All right. So we got about 20 minutes. Well, that's the best compliment. Thank you, Missy. And by the way, if you're not following Missy, if you're on the Kick Machine, make sure you're following Missy. Missy, if you want to throw your link in here. When's your next stream, Missy? I think it's Wednesday, right? Am I wrong? By the way, this is going to portal to Publicly Buzz tonight at 9. Steve is talking about Nick Hogan, Hulk Hogan's son. Sarah says you can go into Google and tinker with your ad settings. I wasn't aware of that. Tomorrow, 8 Central, make sure you're following Missy Mayhem. Hey, Simply Tanika, thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping in. There it is. Make sure you're following, folks. If you're on the Kick Machine already, just go to Missy hyphen Mayhem. It's got an awesome setup. Watching movies, talking true crime. Don't be a jabronius. And again, folks, babe, did you make the thumbnail yet? Oh, she does all her work tonight when Sloan is at rehearsal. So tonight she'll be making her thumbnail for the Chris Duet stream Saturday at 8 p.m. Make sure to be there. You're not going to want to miss that. Why are the Mets trending? Or is that just for me? That's just for me, I think. Okay. If you guys didn't see, I mean, I'm not following the trial, but I saw Dizzy posted that the jabroni in the Treehouse trial, Franklin, is that his name? He testified, which is wild. Skytroop, it's a hyphen Mayhem. Hi, Kimby. Welcome. We're on break right now, folks. We are waiting until 3:35, which is in 14 minutes. Thank you, Charlotte. That's very kind of you. Dizzy says he told a story which was clearly rehearsed a million times, but the prosecution didn't win any points. Interesting, Dizzy. What's for dinner? That's a good question. I don't have anything for dinner. I got to figure that out. Can I tell you where my brain goes to when they said that he was going to take the stand? I'm like, so if he's representing himself and he takes the stand, does he sit on the stand and then run to the desk and ask himself a question and then runs back to the chair and back and forth and back and forth? That's what my dumb brain thinks of. Oh my God, Sarah just put this in the chat. Sarah. That's so funny. By the way, if you haven't seen Jury Duty on Amazon Prime, it's so good. Yes, like Bugs Bunny. He told a narrative testimony. Interesting. Kimby's having homemade chicken and rice soup with caramelized onions and jalapenos. Look at Kimby. I don't have it now, but can I tell you guys one of my favorite things to have as like a snack? Some boar's head Genoa salami, thinly sliced, and you wrap it with some Land O'Lakes American cheese, also thinly sliced. You make a little roll of it, a little wrap. It's delicious. It's like one of my favorite snacks. Boar's Head, sponsor me. Land O'Lakes, sponsor me. Brondell Bidets, sponsor me. Anyone. Manscaped, sponsor me. Anyone. Anything. They said there were. Nancy said someone was getting manscaping ads. Anyone. Anything. And then I could turn off the ads on the. If I'm getting paid by that, I could turn off the ads. cheese. I'll tell you what I don't like. The salami that has, is it pimento? That has like the little green things in it? That's probably not called pimento. I don't know what they're called. That to me is gross. Get that shit out of there. There should be no little seeds in salami. No. Cheese. Yes, Amy, you got me. Cheese. Tillamook. Give me, yes, Tillamook. Land O'Lakes cheese is very good, Jackie. Have you given it a chance? I'm not going as far as saying Stop and Shop, but Land O'Lakes is a step up. Boar's Head cheese, I feel, is a little too creamy for me. Give me the Land O'Lakes. By the way, if you request the white cheese, like white American cheese, you're racist. I'm just putting it out there. Why would you request white cheese? I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Oh, Ayana's here. Jackie lives in Wisconsin, so she knows her cheese. Good to see you, Ayana. Oh, Sky Troop having a pot roast. Why does this go to the Italian pork store? That sounds... that doesn't sound... Shannon just said she likes that store. Oh, hey-oh.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no. 5 beers. Oh no. 6 beers. 7 beers. 8 beers. 9 beers.
Nancy making pasta from scratch. Look at you. I am a big... Can I tell you, Sarah? I mean, I have local delis here, obviously. I am a big fan of Jersey Mike's. I love their Sandies. A nice Club Sandy from Jersey Mike's. I'm a big fan. Their bread is so good. Kathy says contest time. I'll do another one tomorrow probably, but I did 2 today, and I still have to write those out, so maybe tomorrow we'll do that. How much time we got? What time? We got 8 more minutes. Because it's good. Ayana, have you ever had Jersey Mike's? Have you ever had it, Ayana? It's delicious. I also go to my local deli, which is delicious. You know what my favorite thing from my local deli is? It's on a hero, chicken cutlet, American cheese, lettuce, tomato. I think there's bacon on there. I don't know. And Thousand Island. That is the good stuff. Mods, block Ayana. A vegan, block Ayana. Anything without steak, yeah. Get steak out of here. I don't want steak. We don't have Publix here, Lisa. It's club sandwich. I eat tomatoes on a sandwich or a burger sometimes. I don't eat tomatoes by themselves. Gross. I know it doesn't make sense. Guess what? I don't make sense. Welcome to the channel. I did. Shannon had, we went to a Mexican place. Shannon had carne asada tacos. I tried the steak. Not good. About 6 more minutes, folks.
Ah, horse shit! Fuck your life! Bing bong!
Puda.
Bacon does make everything better.
Brooklyn, so Brooklyn.
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Hooah! Lottie frickin' da! Ejaculate.
By the way, I think the season premiere of Curb is coming up soon, sometime in February, I think. Steve says Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers.
Break it down.
I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
I give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
I love that I use that audio for my ending on some of my clips because people are like, what the hell? It says like, share, subscribe, and then they hear Ric Flair for some reason.
I give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Guys, if you are just coming in, we have about 4 minutes until the afternoon break is over. And then they go for about an hour, and then we will be on for tomorrow. And when this stream ends, it will portal you into Publicly Buzz stream at 9 o'clock tonight, where Steve will be talking about Hulk Hogan's son and a DUI case, I believe. I'm not all too familiar with it, so I will learn during Steve's stream. Hello, Dawn. Whoa, this is... Steve says tonight I'm going to do my best Nancy Grace impression. Well, you have to be there just for that. Ayana, I hope you're having a good day other than the part where you're a vegan. I hope that part of the day is terrible. Just kidding, just kidding. Jersey Mike's, try it. Delicious Sandies. Brooklyn sent in a real-life story of 6 degrees of separation with Hulk Hogan's son. Interesting. By the way, we were talking earlier about Girl Scout cookies and how I love Samoas. And people suggest Thin Mints. And I have the same argument about Thin Mints that I do. What's the ice cream with mint in it? Mint chocolate chip, whatever. If I wanted mint, I'd brush my teeth. Get out of here with Thin Mints bullshit. I'm not trying to eat something to have mint in it. Mint is for brushing your teeth, for good breath, for, it's not for eating. Get it out of here. Get mint chocolate chip out of my face. Get Thin Mints out of my face. Give me a Samoa. No, Thin Mints, block Amy. Goodbye. Afy doesn't like Thin Mints. Up her to a mod. Gross as hell Thin Mints. Thank you, Steve. Although I don't know if I want to agree with Steve on a whole box of Thin Mints. Get out of here with mint. Say with mint chocolate chip ice cream. Get out of here. No, Nancy. Block Nancy. Everyone's going to be blocked. Tina, get Samoas out of my face. Block Tina. Oh, Gus! Oh, Gus. Hey, great to see you, Gus. Radar says, get Thin Mints out of my mouth. You don't have to get them out of my mouth. My favorite ice cream is probably chocolate chip cookie dough. I go with a nice chocolate chip cookie dough. Yes, they are delicious. Oh, I see movement. I see movement. We're about to go back. You know who I was thinking about that we haven't seen in forever since the Melly trial? Now I forgot his name. Blanco. Steve, mods, remove Steve as a mod and block him, please. Refreshing. Get out of here, refreshing. Who's eating ice cream to be refreshed? Antron, that's a good... I haven't seen Antron forever, too. Afy, good call. Stevie will block everyone first. Hospice just loves mint. I have never got Tillamook ice cream, and I everyone tells me to. I really have to get it. Turkey Hill, I like. Cookie dough is gross. Double block Nancy, please. Double secret probation block on Nancy, please. Kiefer was kind enough to order from Lauren Lee Malloy's daughter, so that was really nice of Keith Bo. It's getting real in here is right. Real gelato?
This honorable Superior Court is now open and back in session.
We're back.
Please be seated. Thank you.
If I may just have a moment.
Yes.
Your Honor.
We can bring the jury then.
Okay, that's the only thing I don't. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You will bring the jury.
We are
Maple
ready,
nut-
Your Honor. I have a few witnesses left for the afternoon.
A few witnesses.
The jury's being brought in now.
Thank you.
Sky Troop. I've never heard of maple nut
How
ice
many
cream.
witnesses do you have?
I have 3, Your Honor. They're all small videos.
Yeah, except every small video for this defense counsel is 15 minutes just to hear his stupid voice. Stupid jabronius. Erroneous. Uh-oh, the friends are here because it's 20 minutes till time, and I have the dog cam set up, so I'll show you guys. The friends are here because it's 20 minutes
Counsel,
until...
Stipulate, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you.
Penny. Oh, there she goes. Shannon went in the kitchen, so they thought that it was time. They're going to be in here any second now.
And you may be seated. Thank you, Ron.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
Penny, come here.
Sir, when we left off, I believe the video was the Crown Market video.
Yes.
And were you tasked with getting video from anywhere else in this case?
Yes, I was. Chrysalis Center.
Where's the Chrysalis Center?
Located on Homestead Avenue in Hartford.
When did you go to the Chrysalis Center?
Yes, I did.
When did you do that?
That was June 5th, I recall.
Did you watch any video at the
Yes.
Chrysalis Center?
Yes,
Thanks
I
for
did.
being here,
How many
Deb.
cameras are located there?
So to the best of my recollection, I believe 3 cameras in total, 2 or 3.
Did you watch all 3?
Yes, I did.
Did you find anything of evidentiary value?
Yes, I did.
What did you find?
So once again, the black Ford F-150 Raptor pickup truck.
How many cameras?
For those who came in late for this witness, he is a combination of Mark Zuckerberg and John Turturro, and he's a very smiley gentleman.
Did the pickup truck appear on?
So from the Chrysalis Center, there was actually a set of cameras that recorded almost like in digital stills, like a 1 second approximately increments, and then also a continuous camera. So on 2 different cameras or 2 different angles.
Okay, let's talk about the camera that recorded on the, you said stills?
Correct, yes.
So was that a continuous process or broken up at what intervals?
To the best of my recollection, approximately maybe a 1 second interval or shorter, but it wasn't a continuous like smooth motion. It was like choppy almost. And that's designed like that, the camera.
Did you watch that on scene at the Krista Center that day?
Yes, I did.
Did you observe that same action of still shot after still shot
Correct,
for a time
yes.
period? What time period were you looking at?
So there I was looking at, I want to say approximately the same time period or so, 1,900 hours to 2,000 hours, if I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, 17 to 1,900 hours.
Okay.
Or 19. Yeah, I apologize. I want to say approximately 1,900 hours. Yeah.
Just in regular time?
Yeah, it's regular time, 7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And with respect to the Chrysalis Center, who gave you that assignment to go there?
So that was my supervisor at the time.
Was this one of those things that you were an assist to?
Correct, yes.
I'm going to show you, sir, if you can look at the screen behind you. This is picture, it says 3. We have seen this through Exhibit 33 before. Do you recognize what's depicted on that photo, that screen?
Yes.
If you could, sir, please go up to the screen.
Okay.
Is Albany Avenue depicted on that screen?
It is.
Okay. And the Chrysalis Center?
Chrysalis Center would be over here on Homestead Avenue, where it intersects with Woodland.
Where is Homestead Avenue, please?
Homestead Avenue runs along.
For the record, that's the bottom road that runs slightly parallel to Albany Avenue?
Yes, correct.
And the Chrysalis Center, if you could again point to it. And that would be in the, I guess, bottom middle left.
Yes.
What camera angles were captured by those video cameras?
This angle from here towards here, and then there's also another angle here that captured this intersection.
With respect to the still shot camera, which angle was that one?
That was coming facing east down Homestead Avenue.
What area did it capture?
We captured the area approximately right around here up to the intersection and take it around there. So Milford Street to Woodland Street and Homestead Avenue.
Did the truck appear on that screen?
Yes, it did.
Did you download that video?
Your Honor, I'm going to check to the term the truck, a truck.
I'm sorry. I completely agree. Did a Ford 150 Raptor appear on the screen
Yes.
on Homestead Avenue?
Yes.
And because of that, did you download that video?
Yes.
Okay, or still shots, I should say. State would offer it at this time. Do you have any objection to State 67?
May I just inquire real briefly in light of that? Were you able to make any distinguishing notations about that particular truck on that video that you watched?
It's a black Ford F-150 Raptor pickup truck with wider wheel flares and everything, so it's a pretty distinct truck.
Can you say what kind of wheels did it have?
So it's got wheel flares. It's a little bit more aggressive looking than a regular F-150 pickup truck.
But you couldn't tell the license plate
Oh,
or the occupants or anything like that, right?
correct.
But it was in the rough time frame, so you
Correct.
decided that's what you would see, right?
Have been admitted as a full exhibit.
The hell was that?
There are 2 camera angles on this at the Chrysalis Center, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that was a still image. Now, with respect to the other camera angle, was that a still image as well?
No, that was a continuous.
And did that depict the, actually, if I can, I'll go back to the map. Again, for the continuous stream, where was that camera located?
That's my recollection. It was facing like this direction. We're picking up the side of the building towards the intersection here of Woodland and Homestead.
Now, with respect to the still images, So this is a file starting at, just going to say the last 4 digits, please, 5299. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, if you can, sir, I'm going to click through the next still images. If you could stop me when you see the truck that you found to be value.
Right there, coming into view.
If you can, please just point. Is there a street up there?
That is Milford Street or Milford Avenue. Or the other Milford.
Okay. And I'm going to continue to click through.
Right.
Is this how you observed it that day?
Yes.
Do you see that truck again?
Yes, I do. It's right at the intersection now.
If you could just point, please.
Right over there.
Thank you.
Now it's making a left-hand turn up Woodland.
Now, when you say distinctive wheel,
Yes.
and what do you mean?
The wheel arches, they protrude a little further out, almost like a mud guard from the truck. With that particular style of vehicle, the Raptor, it's one of the only few that do it factory like that.
Are you talking about the actual aluminum on the car?
It's almost like it could be plastic, whatever. Like over where the wheel well would be, there's like almost like an extra like flare to it that a normal pickup truck would have, and that's part of the package for the Raptor.
And this road right here.
Yes.
What road is that?
That is Woodland.
And if you were to continue down this road, does it intersect with anything?
Albany Avenue.
And that other camera, sir, I'm going to play file 2. What is depicted here, please?
So this is the intersection right around here, if I'm not mistaken.
By the way, the upper corner reads the time 1933. Is that time correct?
Yeah, that time was accurate to real time. Yes.
Does the vehicle appear in this intersection or this camera angle?
Yes.
I'm going to play it. If you could please just point out when it does.
Okay. And there it is right there.
And it is turning onto what road?
Woodland.
Thank you. So after Route 4 Quick Stop, Crown Market, and Chrysalis Center, did you go to anywhere?
Charlotte.
Did you go to anywhere else to obtain video surveillance?
No, I did not.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Charlotte. Jesus.
You may be seated.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So as I understand your earlier testimony, you were assigned to look for videos that might show a certain style of pickup, of black pickup truck, right?
Right.
And you watched, what, hours of it or just minutes?
Sometimes hours. I mean, we try to be specific to that certain time frame and the information that we were given. And then we kind of just watch it from there, and everything that resembles that vehicle, we then seize the video.
Did you see in any of those videos any other potential items or vehicles of evidentiary interest that were then ruled out?
No.
So when you were at the Quick Stop in Oakland Garden and Farmington, how long did you watch those videos?
We try to keep it within a certain time frame, sometimes half hour before, half hour afterwards.
Well, you're saying we try to. I'm asking you what you did.
What I did that day, I generally do a half hour prior to and a half hour afterwards, just to make sure we don't miss anything.
You're saying generally. On that day, is that what you did, about an hour before the time they were looking for and a half hour after?
And a half hour on each side.
On each side of it. Okay. And then you obtained that video from the proprietor or the manager, whoever that was?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to just ask you, there's the videos from the Crown Market, if I recall, one of them, I think that was Exhibit 67, and in one it shows like a little tiny part of Albany Avenue, and then a truck comes in and blocks it as part of the later video, is that right? So maybe you could just explain a little bit for the jury what this area of West Hartford is like. So you have Albany Avenue going east and west through that area, correct?
Yes, correct.
It's a major intersection, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
With multi-lanes going in left lane, right lane, right?
Correct.
There's 2 gas stations in that intersection, right?
Yes.
Did you also go to those gas stations on Route 44?
Other detectives were assigned to do that.
You did. You went.
I did not know.
And you went to the Crown Market, right?
Yes.
Did you? The Crown Market is sort of in a larger plaza, correct?
Yes, it is.
The way that plaza is set up, there's some stores on the opposite, so we say to the back of that building, correct?
Correct.
And then there's a much larger, I'll call it a strip mall, shopping plaza with large roofs, tall.
Yes.
I'm not going to look out the window because there's no shopping around here, but you've got a Whole Foods that's pretty tall there, right?
Yes.
And you've got, in addition to the Whole Foods, you said there's a Starbucks right over there.
Right next to it, correct.
And there's a pharmacy as well, right?
I mean, to the best of my recollection, I can't say for sure.
Maybe a bagel place as well, restaurant.
I know there's a pet store, I remember that.
Pet store as well.
Supplies or Pets Plus or something, yeah.
And across the street, there's a Marshall's and banks and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff, right? So very built up kind of area,
Yes.
right? From the location you were at that intersection, where the Starbucks and the Crown Market is, it's just a couple of minutes down to the area in Hartford that the other detectives were investigating, correct?
Yes.
In fact, I just want to ask you testified that when you were looking at the Crown Market video, you said it was off by 4 minutes, is that right?
Yes.
So the time that you actually saw a Ford pickup truck go by for about a second, right, was sometime around 7:27, give or take, right?
Yes, correct.
And again, you said it was off by 4 minutes, but it wasn't 4 minutes in exact 00 seconds, right?
No.
So we're approximating, so it's, let's say 40, but anywhere from 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 4 minutes and 10 seconds, somewhere in that range, right?
Very small.
Okay. And in any event, when you saw the Ford the first time, it was heading towards Hartford, correct?
Correct.
And I'm just gonna, and so the time that you calculated, according to your testimony, was 7:27 p.m., right?
Correct, yes.
It was still daytime on May 24th, wasn't it?
Yes.
Right, it was the, I guess, the Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask, if you would just call up Exhibit 64 now. This is a exhibit from out in the left-hand corner, please. If you could zoom in, please, on the left-hand corner of that image. All right, so this was a witness who came a few minutes before you. You see the time of, up at the top, where it says 19:31:26, Ford Raptor enters camera view.
Yes.
You see that? So that was just 4 minutes after the video you just testified to, about 7:27, correct?
Correct.
And you had indicated that it came back in your view around 7:54 at the Crown Market, right?
Correct.
So if we're looking again at the next line down on that same image, which is Exhibit 64, this map diagram,
Chlorophyll?
it shows 19:50
More like
and 5
borophyll.
seconds. Ford Raptor exits camera view, correct?
Correct.
So that would have been, again, just about 4 minutes between when the camera captured the video of the Ford Raptor and what we watched at the Crown Market in West Hartford, correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you. And you testified that you observed the Ford pull into the parking lot where the Crown Market was. was in the distance,
Yes.
right? And there was looks like a tractor trailer that in the interim had backed in or pulled in, partially blocking the view, correct?
Correct.
But clearly we could see some kind of Ford pickup truck pull in on the other side of that tractor trailer, right? And your testimony was it was heading towards the area where the Starbucks was, right?
Yes.
And the Whole Foods was, right?
I think, well, just those are the only two stores right there. That's
Lily, no one knows what
Whole
point he's trying to
Foods
make.
you have to go
No
past
one
the intersection.
knows.
You do. So if you stop there, there's a Starbucks right there.
Right.
Starbies.
Right? You didn't actually get a camera angle of the pickup truck parking, though, right?
No, I did not.
And you said you did not go in and get any Starbucks video
I
yourself.
personally did not know.
Do you know who did?
I do not recall.
Did you report that the vehicle pulled into the Starbucks?
Yes.
And so whoever you told apparently then did the next thing. And
Objection.
Well, sustained.
in the chrysalis video, there's both a video and a sort of stop action, like individual images every second or two, right?
Correct. Yes.
Sort of like the way banks often have it. It's not a continuous flow. It's just a bunch of still images every half a second or second.
Correct. Yes.
Now, in the view of the chrysalis video, did you at any time see the Ford Raptor, other than at the intersection waiting to turn, stop anywhere?
Stop at that thing? No.
Did you see the driver at any time in those videos get out of the Raptor?
No, I did not.
Same thing with the Crown Market video. You didn't see the driver get out in those videos that you observed, right?
No, I didn't.
Can I just have a moment?
Yes.
No, you've had too many moments. Shut up and sit down.
I have nothing further.
Thank you, Jabroni. Get out of here.
Honor.
Detective, you may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Goodbye, Zuckerberg, Totoro.
If I can, Dan DeJesus, please. Thank you.
Dan DeJesus. Dan DeJesus. Well, time for the dogs to eat.
Can I have a moment with the clerk, Your Honor?
Yes.
How would I define jabroni? I got jabroni from the Rock Cirque via 1996-ish, I think. A jabroni is like a jackass, someone who's being a douche nozzle, twat waffle, jerk.
If you could please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalties of perjury?
I do.
Please state your name and spell it for the record.
Detective Daniel De Jesus, last name I spell D-E-J-E-S-U-S.
Detective, you may be seated.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Well,
Look at this guy. Three-piece
Sir, by
suit.
whom are you employed?
Connecticut State Police,
How long have you been with the Connecticut State Police?
a little over 16 years.
What is your current
You guys know who he looks like? He looks like Mocha Joe. It's Mocha Joe. If you watch Curb, it's Mocha Joe.
assignment?
I'm currently a polygrapher at the polygraph unit,
How long have you been at that unit?
coming on 2 years.
I'm going to draw your attention back to 2019. Were you assigned to a particular division within the Connecticut State Police?
I was
What division is that?
Central District Major Crime Squad,
What was your position within that Central District Major Crime Squad?
detective at the Troop H Hartford office.
Could you briefly describe some of your training and experience with respect to being a detective with the Central District Major Crime Squad?
Sure. It all starts from upon being hired by the State Police. I entered State Police Academy in November 2007, graduated May 2008, assigned to Troop E in Montville, then Troop K, Colchester Patrol, then applied for and was accepted for detective position, Central District Major Crime Squad. Received on-the-job training, training homicide school out of state, various training classes throughout my 9.5 years in that unit. While in that unit, I was assigned to Troop H in Hartford, Troop I in Bethany, and the Major Crime Squad processing van as well.
With respect to 2019, around the time period of May and June of that year, what troop were you assigned to?
Troop H in Hartford.
Did you, specifically I'm going to draw your attention now to June 5th of 2019. Did you respond to, or did you assist the Western District Major Crime Squad into the investigation into the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos?
I did.
And how did you assist them?
Specifically on June 5th of 2019, the morning of, I was
For those who are new to the channel, may not be aware, but one of my strengths, I am a master doppelganger finder. A master doppelganger finder. Check out Mocha Joe here. I mean, come on.
assigned by my supervisor to report specifically to Valvoline Instant Oil Change at 1249 Farmington Ave in the town of West Hartford and review surveillance.
Was there a specific request for you to review surveillance on May 24th of, May 24th, 2019?
There was.
What were you looking for?
Specifically, reviewing the surveillance to see if there was a black Chevy Suburban with chrome rims and a black carrying case affixed to its roof, and or a black Ford Raptor with black rims.
Who gave you that assignment?
My sergeant at the time, Gonzalez.
Did you go to the Valvoline on Farmington Avenue?
I did on that day, just before 10:30 a.m.
What time period did you request to look at?
I'm sorry?
Did you request a time period to look at? What
So
was
I was there with a specific time frame targeted. I don't recall that window, but I can tell you that I know I wasn't there all day, and based on what I found the vehicle in question about 19-20 hours, which is 7:20 p.m.
So around, well, let me backtrack a little bit. Did you watch the video at the location?
I did.
Was the video, how many cameras are there?
So there were 9 cameras, 7 of which faced the inside of the business, 2 which faced the outside, and they were specifically labeled front and side. Of note, they were also, I observed them to be 5 minutes and 9 seconds fast.
So they were fast?
They were.
How did you determine that?
Well, looking at my cell phone, my watch, and the actual time on the computer system itself, compared to the live shot of the surveillance on scene, the 3 aforementioned timepieces were in sync, and the live shot was 5 minutes and 9 seconds late, or fast rather.
Now, with respect to the camera angles, did you find any camera or video surveillance that was of evidentiary value for you?
I did.
Which camera angle?
Front and side.
What area does the front of the front camera angle, I guess I'll call it, what did that area cover?
Well, front and side both cover Farmington Ave in that town.
Now, Farmington Avenue, what kind of road is that?
It's just a regular town roadway. There are no exits. It just has cross streets, businesses and residential sites throughout.
And if I may, Your Honor, may I just have one moment?
Oh, look at MJ. Thank you so much, MJ.
For the Starbucks I won't buy. Here's to J-Bo Nation, FTW.
And by FTW, MJ meant fuck the world. Thank you so much, MJ. You're the best.
69. Your Honor, the state's intention is to offer 69. I don't believe there's an objection.
69,
at this point.
nice.
If I can just play the.
I'd just like one clarification, however. When you say Farmington Avenue is just a local road, isn't it State Route 4?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like,
All right, that's fine. I'm still not going to object.
So states is 69,
Yes, sir.
admitted as full.
Guess who wants their after dinner
gonna
snack?
stop it here.
They ate at 4 o'clock
take a
and
look
they
behind
already
you?
want their snack. These animal
What camera
beasts.
angle is this?
That's the front.
They literally ate 5 minutes
And
ago.
the road that travels from the top going down to the middle, I guess, what road is that?
That would be Farmington Ave.
If you were traveling towards the, I guess, right side of the screen, is that towards the Hartford area or away from the Hartford area?
I actually don't recall, to be honest.
All right, and did you see a vehicle? You mentioned 2 vehicles that you were of interest to. Did you see a vehicle on the screen?
I did.
Which vehicle was it?
It was the Ford Raptor with the black rims.
If you can, sir, please just let me know if you see it on the screen.
You can stop right there. So that's the vehicle that matched the description of what I was told to look out for.
By the way, you don't know the driver. You don't know if how many occupants were in that car, where it came from, or where it was going.
I don't, but if I can circle back with the direction it's going, I do recall that being eastbound on Farmington Ave.
So eastbound would be towards Hartford or away from Hartford?
Towards Hartford.
Towards Hartford.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, and I'm actually going to grab 68 if I can, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hey, Prudy. Prudy. Stop.
I think you might still have it.
I still have it?
I think so. Oh, no.
And I'm actually going to draw your attention down here. Do you recognize this map at all?
Other than how it's labeled, I do not.
Other than the what?
How it's labeled, I mean, I can read the map, but
Okay, but you don't, if
I'm not
it,
so familiar with the area that I can tell you exactly where it's at.
okay, so if I took the words off of it, you wouldn't be able to describe it yourself?
I would not.
Okay, then I'll let it go. Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Just let him go, dude. You don't have to ask him
I
any
only
questions.
have One question. You said you were
Oh,
looking for
come
a
on.
truck with black rims. Is that what you said?
Yes, black or dark color rims, yes.
Not silver rims.
The silver rims, I did mention before, was pertaining to the black Chevy Suburban.
But not to the Ford Raptor.
No.
No further questions.
Oh, that wasn't too
Briefly,
bad.
sir, that's what you were told to go to that day?
Specifically, yes.
Okay. Do you have any independent knowledge or anything like that about the Ford Raptor at issue in this case or anything like that?
I do not.
Okay, nothing further. Thank you.
Detective, you may step down.
Bye, Mocha Joe.
And I have one last witness, Your Honor. Christopher Meyer, please.
Christopher Meyer.
Or Meyer, I should say.
Meyer. Gonna assume he's a detective too, but what do I know? Christopher Meyer. Oh, Prudence is the saddest dog to ever live.
You could please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that the evidence you shall give concerning this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or upon penalties of perjury?
I do.
Please state your name and spell it for the record.
Lieutenant Christopher Meyer.
MEIER.
Meyer.
MEIER, son of a bitch.
Connecticut State Police.
Thank you.
MEIER. What kind of bullshit? MEIER.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good. How are you?
You are working with the state police
Yes.
in your current rank?
Lieutenant.
If you could briefly, where are you, what's your assignment?
Central District Major Crime Squad.
How long have you been the lieutenant of Central District Major Crimes?
A little over a year.
Prior to that, what was your assignment?
I had previously been in the unit as a detective.
Could you briefly explain to this jury and describe some of your training and experience with the Connecticut State Police?
Yes. So I was hired by the state police in May of 2010. Went through the academy. I worked initially at Troop H in Hartford for about 5 years. I applied for the Central District Major Crime Squad and was a detective in the unit for another about 6 years. I was promoted to sergeant and went back to the road as a patrol supervisor for about 6 months. Came back into the unit as a sergeant, and then was eventually promoted to lieutenant and currently in the unit as the lieutenant.
In 2019, what was your assignment specifically around May and June?
I was assigned to major crime as a detective.
Did you conduct a video surveillance review in connection with a assist to Western District Major Crimes during that time period?
Yes.
Was that with respect to the investigation into the disappearance of Jennifer Dulos?
Yes.
Specifically, where did you go on May 30th, 2019?
I went to a Shell gas station at Bishop's Corner in West Hartford. It's at the intersection of North Main Street and Albany Avenue.
What kind of area is Bishop's Corner?
It's a largely commercial area, busy intersection, several gas stations and commercial stores.
What are some of the businesses that are located in that intersection?
The Shell gas station that I visited, there's another gas station, I believe, across the street, a couple, some coffee shops, some other commercial type restaurants and businesses in the area.
By coffee shops, is there a Starbucks?
I believe there is, yes.
Now, did you look for video surveillance at that Shell gas station?
Yes.
How many cameras were located there?
I don't remember the total number of cameras, but I had identified 2 cameras that specifically we were interested in for evidentiary value.
Why were you interested in those particular cameras?
They captured footage of a vehicle of interest.
What was that vehicle of interest?
It was a black Ford Raptor style pickup truck.
Who had given you that information prior to reviewing the video surveillance?
My supervisor had assigned me to go to that location, to the Shell gas station, and directed me to look for video surveillance with that type of a vehicle, and had provided a time frame of about 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for the period on May 24th, 2019.
Did you inquire about that particular time period? At the Shell gas station, I should say.
Yes, so I had talked to the gas station attendant that asked if we could review the video. That person showed us where the video was. I went in there and reviewed that time frame, that 2-hour time frame, for any footage related to that vehicle description.
When you say review it, did you watch it in its entirety of the 2 hours?
Yes.
While you were at the gas station?
Yes.
Was that between 7 and 9 p.m. on what day?
On May 24th.
Did you find any vehicle that matches the description of the Ford Raptor?
Yes.
How many vehicles or Ford Raptors did you see go through that intersection in that 2-hour time period?
There was 2 instances of that, of a vehicle matching that description.
And what was the first instance? What time?
The first one was about 7. I believe it was about 7:26 p.m.
Well, sir, did you check to see if the time was accurate?
Yes,
And was it accurate?
it was not.
What was the time difference?
It was about, the video surveillance was about 24 minutes slow.
How many video cameras did you observe, by the way? There were 2, you said?
I don't remember the total number of cameras, but there were two cameras in which we identified that the vehicle of interest was on.
Were they both 24 minutes slow?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state's intention is to offer the video. I don't believe that there's an objection.
No
State
objection.
70.
State
No
70
objection.
will be admitted as a full
Festivus
exhibit.
Miracle.
Thank you, sir. If you can, just take a look behind you at the screen.
Hey, Arthur. Hey, I'll be the judge. Thanks
Show
for
you
being
file
here.
1 first. Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on. File 1. Sir, do you recognize this intersection?
Yes.
What is it? If you could just describe, please. What roads are there?
So that's the intersection of North Main Street and Albany Avenue in West Hartford.
If you wouldn't mind, Your Honor, may he go up and point
Yes.
to the roads? Sir, would you mind please pointing to Albany Avenue?
So Albany Avenue will be this here, and North Main Street will be over here.
The time on the upper right reads 7:02. Now, you indicated it was 24 minutes slow. What would be the real time?
7:26.
Do you see, if you were traveling away from the screen on Albany Avenue towards, I guess from left to right, would you be traveling towards Hartford or away from Hartford?
So if you're going this way, that would be traveling away from Hartford.
And going towards lower, I guess coming back would be towards Hartford?
Correct.
If you could, sir, I'm gonna press play. If you could just point out when you see the vehicle of interest on the screen.
I believe it's this vehicle coming up right here.
Hey, AK Emerson. Anyone know a person who knows how to FOIA stuff? Apparently a bunch of new calls are coming out from possibly Charlie and Donna, and man, I wish I knew how to do that so I could have them.
Now, sir, is it picked up on another camera
Yes.
at that same time?
Amber,
period?
of course you can.
What angle is this camera?
So this would be looking south, and this is Albany Avenue here, and this would be, if you're traveling this way, so on the other side of the road over here, traveling this way, you're going to be traveling eastbound towards Hartford.
Is this a continuation of the video screen that we saw just previously?
Yes.
Does the truck appear?
Yes.
If I can, just. Thank you. And the time says 7:03:18, sir, but is this also 24 minutes slow?
Yes.
So what would be the real time?
7:27.
Did you see the truck again, or a truck consistent with the Ford Raptor again?
Yes.
When was that?
Approximately 8:03 p.m.
On those same cameras?
Yes.
No, sir, I'm going to stop this here. I'm pointing to the upper right
That's
of the
the
screen.
vehicle there. Yes.
Okay, and it appears to be traveling in the different direction. Again, is that towards or away from Hartford at this point?
This one is away from Hartford.
Okay, this is 7:39. What would that be real time?
About 8:03.
Arthur, here on Long Island by me, it's 38 degrees. Suffolk County, New York.
And so this camera, is this the same camera angle we saw previously?
Yes.
And again, the time?
7:39 on the camera, which would be 8:03 real time.
And please, if you do see the Ford Raptor or consistent with the Ford Raptor, if you could just point that out.
And that's the vehicle here.
.38, which is actually warmer than it's been the past week. It was pretty cold last week.
Now, you mentioned in your testimony there were 2 times that you saw the truck. Were those the 2 times?
Yes.
Okay. Was there any other time that you saw a truck consistent with that description?
No.
And you watched the entire 2 hours on scene?
Yes.
Thank you. I have nothing further. Thank you, sir.
Could I just ask the state about the beginning of the first video, since she didn't have a copy for it, so. Just the still. Good afternoon, sir. My name is John Shannon.
30 in Canada.
Detective Meyer, if you
Canada.
just look at this image, I just want to be clear. This is the intersection of US Highway 44 and State Highway 218, correct?
Yes.
Both are major thoroughfares. They're not divided highways, but they're major thoroughfares in the town of West Hartford, correct?
Yes.
A lot of traffic sometimes.
Yes.
Commuter routes into Hartford on 44.
Yes.
The time, as I understand your testimony, going in when we first observed the pickup truck heading towards Hartford, you said was 7:26. Is that right?
Yes.
You said it was off by 24 minutes, or it was 24 minutes slow is the time on the screen, right?
Correct.
Was it exactly 24 minutes and 00 seconds, or was it 24 minutes and some seconds?
I recall it as being 24 minutes. I don't recall if it was exactly to the second, but 24 minutes.
All right. Fair enough, but you're familiar enough with this location because you've worked in Hartford, right?
I have, yes.
So is it fair to say that from here to the area of Albany Avenue in Hartford was approximately 4 to 5 minutes at normal traffic levels?
I'm not familiar with it enough to be able to make that assumption. I don't know exactly how long it would take.
All right, and you were not asked to look at any other exhibits such as Exhibit 64. I'll just show you. I'm not going to show it to the jury yet. They didn't ask you to look at this diagram that was prepared by another witness?
No.
Or as to when the vehicle first appeared on cameras in the city of Hartford?
No.
And just to be clear, heading west, the time was approximately 8:03 p.m. Heading back in the opposite direction on Route 44, correct?
That's correct.
And the next town after West Hartford was what?
Off the top of my head, possibly Avon.
If I told you maybe Farmington?
Farmington.
Farmington, Avon?
That would make sense, yes.
Okay. And there's a mountain there, Avon Mountain, that you go up and over as you continue along west there. You're familiar with that?
Vaguely, yes.
No further questions.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Yeah, Lieutenant, you may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That is all I have for the day, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the testimony for today. Attorney Manning, do you have your witnesses scheduled for tomorrow morning
We do, Your Honor.
at 10 o'clock?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good job, Manning.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we adjourn for today. We begin tomorrow at 10 o'clock. As usual, the court will always indicate to you that you should not watch any media reports about this case, and please do not discuss the case with anyone. And please do not allow others to discuss the case with you. Have a good evening.
All right, guys. Thank you all, as always, for being here. What is this jabroni talking about? Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the mods, as always. We'll be back tomorrow at 10, but before that, this stream is going to take you to Publicly Buzzed, tonight's show at 9, so make sure to be there and make sure to like it when I send you over there. Get it in the algorithm. Thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Love you guys. Thank you. Squad.